On July 17th, Martin's Marauders rolled to their 9th win in a row, the longest of the season. Rookie catcher George Mitterwald aids the cause to help put the Twins 5 games ahead.
And the 2-2 offering is drilled to left center field, up the alley, a base hit. In to score is Charlie Manuel. Right behind him, Eulander. Going to third, Cardenas down to second, Mitterwald. And 2 more runs are in on Mitterwald's double to left center as Ken Berry chased that ball down in the alley.
The Twins, undoubtedly inspired by Northwest fans, were compiling an outstanding record at home. Before a crowd of almost 26,000 on July 31st against the Tigers, Rick Rennick gives the hometown fans something to cheer about.
Rennick belts one deep into right center field, way out there, and that ball is over the center field fence. Rick Rennick drills a home run at the .430 mark in right center.
In compiling a .332 average and winning the American League Batting Championship, Rod Carew had an especially hot stretch in July and August. On August 1st, Rod legs one out to beat Baltimore.
Rickard pumps in, comes the pitch. Bouncing ball down the first baseline, slow roller, fielded by Rickard. He can't pick it up, the game is over. About a 30-foot single on the part of Rod Carew, his 14th straight game in which he has hit safely, and the shortest hit of the night, probably, and it wins the game. A little bouncing ball to the first base side of the plate.
One of the more dramatic moments occurred on August 3rd as Baltimore lefty Dave McNally tried to equal an American League record of 16 consecutive wins. He has a 1-0 lead in the last of the 7th, when with 2 out, the Twins load the bases and send up Rich Reese to bat for Jim Cott.
Cardenas at third, Quillisi at second, Rennick at first. 2 down, 3-2 to Reese. Everybody goes with a pitch. McNally, it appears, is going to use a windup. He is into the motion, the runners go. Now the pitch is hit high in the air to left center field. Back goes Buford, way back, and it is Reese. Grand slam for Reese. Reese hits a grand slammer. And this crowd is, well, you listen.
One of the Twins' major moves following the 1968 season was acquiring Leo Cardenas from Cincinnati. Time and again, Cardenas came up with a big play and helped the Twins establish a new double-play record. Sometimes Leo's defensive heroics bordered on the impossible.
The Twins only have a 2-0 lead. Casanova waiting. He has done up once and flying to center. Swings at the hard ground ball. Great stop by Cardenas. The throw to Quillisi out. Throw to first. Double play. What a play by Cardenas. An impossible play. He took a hit away from Casanova and turned it into a double play. That ball was headed into left field. And I don't know how.
On his way to a club record of 45 stolen bases, Cesar Tovar picked on the Yankees in an August 23rd game at the Met.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Here he comes home. The throw is high and outside, and he slides across safely. The ball popped out of Gibbs' mitt. And it'll go as a triple steal. Tovar coming home will leave it to third and Killebrew to second. It's 6-0.
It seems the Twins never went too long without utilizing that last time at bat. August 24th against the Yankees, George Mitterwald is at bat in the last of the 9th in a scoreless game.
No score, last of the 9th inning. Neither team has had a chance like this to score. Downing's pitch on the way, and Mitterwald lines it to left center, a base hit. Oliva runs home with a winning run. The Twins win 1-0.
Throughout August, Oakland was hanging tough, but on the 31st against the Red Sox, Ted Eulander helped the Twins increase the lead to 4.5 games.
The stretch by Romo, the infield about halfway up, and a swing and a fly ball to right field. It's going deep, and Igliaro won't get this one. It is gone over the right field fence. 3-run homer for Eulander.
The Twins added another game to their lead in the Labor Day morning game with Cleveland. Veteran Bob Allison unloads against Sam McDowell with the bases loaded.
Here's the next pitch. There's a drive into right center field, headed up the alley, and it's going to be in for a base hit. 1 run is scoring. Tovar is home. Oliva is home. Killebrew is rounding third. He's heading for home. The ball retrieved by Snyder. The relay to the plate not in time. It's a triple for Allison. He unloads the bases.
Going into Oakland on September 4th for a 4-game series, the Twins are ready to deliver a knockout blow to the A's chances. It's the top of the 10th with the score tied 5-5. The tiniest Twin, Cesar Tovar, is at the plate.
Top of the 10th inning in Oakland. Each team has had 9 hits. across to the belt, delivers. There's a drive hit deep to left center field, way back, and that ball is gone. A grand slam homer for Tovar. Cesar Tovar with a grand slam homer to put the Twins ahead 9-5.
The Twins win 2 of the first 3 games in the series. In the final game on September 7th, the Twins flatten the Athletics with an awesome hitting barrage.
Talbot sets, checks his runners at first and second, delivers to Killebrew, and a fastball is hit high in the air to deep right field. Jackson going back, and this one is gone over the right field fence. A 3-run homer for Killebrew to the opposite field, and the Twins have a 3-0 lead. Blue kicks and throws. Fastball swung on a high fly ball to center. Back goes Tardable to the wall. It is a grand slam for Harm Killebrew. Boy, that one kept carrying. Straight away center field, over the center field fence, scoring Eulander, Tovar, and Oliva. And the Twins now take an 8-3 lead. 1 out, nobody on. Twins ahead 12-3 in the top of the 5th inning. Nash delivers. A fastball swung out. A long drive into center field. Way back, way back. It's a home run over the right center field fence for Oliva. Number 22, and it's now 13-3. Frank Quillisi steps in, batting 182 on the year. He swings and drills one out into deep left field. Back in the corner, and this ball is gone over the left field fence. A line drive homer for Quillisi.
The final score, the Twins 16, the Oakland A's 4, and an 8.5 game lead in the Western Division. The Twins all but end the A's fading hopes by sweeping a 2-game series at the Met on September 15th and 16th. In the second game, Harmon Killebrew put the Twins in front to stay.
The stretch by Nash. A look to first. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on. There it goes. Oh, he hit that one way back. And it is a home run, 3-run score. Number 44.
Harmon went on to hit 5 more home runs for a major league high of 49 and also topped the majors with 140 RBI. Tony Oliva, who had his first 100 runs batted in year, also led the American League with hits, 197, and in doubles, 39. Tony's 2-bagger on September 20th won the game against Seattle.
The 0-1 pitch, line to left center field. It's in for a base hit. It's going to the wall. This might do it. Carew around third. Here he comes. He's going to score. And this will end the ball game as Carew crosses the plate, and the Twins win it by a score of 3-2. Tony Oliva slams a double to the left center field wall, and Carew was really flying around second and third as he comes home with a winner.
The Twins have been in first place since July 5th, but no bridges were being crossed until Oakland had been mathematically eliminated. The clincher came in Kansas City the night of September 22nd.
Twins 4, Royals 3, last half of the 9th inning in Kansas City. The Royals have scored twice. They have 8 hits in the game. And Fred Rico is running at first base for Buck Martinez. Here's the next pitch to Shaw, a bouncing ball to Killebrew, and this is going to do it. The Twins are champions in the West as Killebrew steps on the bag, and the Minnesota Twins have won the Western Division Championship in the American League.
Well, it was all over but the celebrating, and it didn't take long to get that started.
Well, I'll tell you, New Year's Eve broke just a little bit early for the Twins. It came on September 22nd. And here in the Twins dressing room underneath the stadium in Kansas City, you can understand that these guys are just a little bit more than happy. And one of the fellows that everybody is happiest for is Bob Miller. Bob has been on lots of winners, but it was a great thing for Bob to be the guy who nailed the coffin lid down on the Western Division of the American League and sealed it up over Oakland. Bob, congratulations, and I know this must be a good win for you.
Thank you very much, Randy. I think this is the most gratifying win I've ever had in my life. I wanted to win this game so bad. I talked to reporters before the game, and I didn't want to say that because I don't like to say anything, and I'm really trying, that hard or wanting the game that bad, but I did, and I'm just so happy now. I don't know what to do.
Bob, a lot of the people said that you not only wanted to win that ball game pretty bad, but you were going to make it definite because Miller's one guy says, I like a nice vintage of champagne, and tonight, by George, we're going to open it.
You bet. I got one in my hand right now.
Congratulations. Thanks again, Bob.
Thank you, Randy.
Bob Miller. Another Bob who's had a lot to do with it and carries his own delegation right here in Kansas City is Bob Allison. Bob, you had a lot of fans out there cheering for you tonight, both here as well as up in Minnesota, and I know that this must be a pretty happy moment for you.
Well, I had the greatest fans in the world, Randy. I had my mother, father, sister, and brother, and everybody here, so it was great to win here in Kansas City. We wish that we could have won it yesterday in Minnesota for the wonderful fans that we have up there, but we didn't, so we came down here and got it over with. Here's a guy who went out there tonight. He hadn't started a game in a long time. He did a fantastic job, and it looks like Bobby may be one of our pitchers for the Baltimore series, because he really pitched a great ball game tonight.
Everybody said upstairs he was really sharp.
Yes, he was. His control was real good. His fastball was real good tonight, and he got his breaking pitch over when he had to.
That's Bob Allison. Now, the big stopper of the Twins, 20-game winner Jim Perry, who has been saying it's a team effort all year long. He's congratulated his teammates for his 20 wins. And now, of course, Jim, you must have some thoughts on the night of cinching the Western Division. I watched you in that dugout tonight, and it looked to me like you were working as hard as Bob Miller was out there.
I am a little tired. I was cheering Bob on all the way, and all the hitters at the plate for us to get some runs. And I knew if we got some runs, Bob was throwing the ball real well, and I thought he did a real fine job out there.
And that was Jim Perry. We want to get a hold of number one, and here he comes right now. And I want you to know that number one has the number one toast here. It's a champagne glass to end all champagne glasses. But I'll tell you, if there was a sober person in this entire ballpark throughout that 9 innings, it couldn't have been anybody more sober than Billy Martin. He played every play. He watched every pitch. And I know, Billy, this must be great satisfaction for you tonight. Your guys did not back in. They won their way in from the first day of the season.
Oh, yes, they did, Merle. And I mean,
that's all right.
Excuse me, Randy.
Okay, Billy.
They were just tremendous all year long. And as you know, in spring training, we said that we were going to go out after the pennants. The guys never quit. And even though we ran into problems as far as starting pitchers were concerned, the other pitchers picked the starters up, and then one player picked the other up, then we knew we had a ball club. And Randy, believe me, it's going to be that way all the time. They're just tremendous. It's a great thing, and it's a great thing for our fans in Minnesota, Randy. There's no doubt about it. We got the best fans, and this is the greatest thing we could do for them is bring them a pennant.
Thank you, Billy. I know that they've... Bob Miller just walked by and gave Bill a big kiss on the cheek. We're going to let Billy go. He's around with all of the writers here, the scribes and the broadcasters. Again, congratulations.
Yes, thank you, Randy.
And now here comes Halsey Hall. Halsey, are you dry?
Yes, that's the way it is. All right. It's Frank Twillesy, ladies and gentlemen. And Frank, nice going, boy. You had the pleasure of starting the Division II clinching game.
That's always a thrill, Halsey. You know, I've just loved to get in on history whenever we had a chance. And it was the last game I started was against Dave McNally on August 2nd. And, I overheard Billy, and he couldn't have said anything more true, Halsey. We've got the greatest fans in baseball, and they're just fantastic.
I'll go for that. And it's happy to have you part of it, Frank.
Thank you.
You're everybody's hustler.
Here comes the brew, Hal.
Here comes the brew.
Hello, Halsey.
Hiya, Harmon. Nice going, boy.
Thank you.
You think that one was over tonight when you hit it?
I thought so.
You did, eh? Well, it was little Harmon's ball, 385 feet to right center. And congratulations, Harm. You lead the majors in home runs unless somebody's done something tonight that we haven't heard about. But how about that, Harm? You were at first base tonight. That last ball looked pretty sweet.
Sure did, Halsey. That's the best out of the year so far. Now we just got a few outs more to go.
Yeah, that sliced little hopper that Paul Shaw hit, and Harmon made, something? You made sure you stepped on a bag.
Oh, I stepped on it real good, Halsey.
Great, Harmon. And you have missed Seattle in the home run derby, so we'll look for one in Seattle.
Thanks, Halsey.
Okay, boy. Tony.
Hi, Jose.
Hi, kid. How's the wife and daughter?
They fine. I Jose, they got a good thrill tonight when they see we win tonight, and I know they're very happy with that watching the game tonight.
Attaboy. Say, listen, here's the pride of McAllen. Ted, I hope they were listening tonight.
Well, I imagine my dad was listening on the radio. He's ready for the victory and wrap it up, and I just hope that we could do it in time to where he could have time to take a breather before the playoffs.
I said Ted. I presumed they knew it was good Ted Eulander who went in again tonight in left field. And Ted, any one game stand out in your mind, Ted? This is not rehearsed. It's a little bit sharp question to throw at you. But I mean all year.
Well, I think the big game was whenever we went out to Oakland last day and we beat them 16-4. I think that just about helped us throw things up right there.
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Teddy. All right, Randy.
Okay, all's fine. Let's get Bullets Boswell. He's standing right here. Bos, he's got the, he was winding up for a pitch, I think, but we got WCCO, and the folks back up north at Minnesota want to congratulate you. Here's Dave Boswell.
Well, thank you, folks. I really appreciate it. I can't tell you how happy I am. I'm going to enjoy myself as much as possible and just keep the team in good spirits and go as hard as I can.
Congratulations to you and your ball club.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Well, Halls, if you have no more observations here, I think probably we'll see if we can't get ourselves dry and get out of the dressing room.
Okay. Thanks, Randy, and nice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's it here from the Twins dressing room in Kansas City on a happy New Year's Eve for the Twins, September 22nd, 1969.
Yes, it was a memorable year, probably the most exciting one for Calvin Griffith since he moved the Twins here from Washington in '61. Harmon Killebrew topped the major leagues both with his 49 home runs and his 140 runs batted in.
And there was Rod Carew's .332 batting average, best in the American League. Tony Oliva was second with .309. And Tony also led the league with 197 hits and 39 two-base hits.
The Twins had the best team batting average in the league at .268, and the best record of total team hits, 1,522, just ahead of Baltimore.
Carew stole home 7 times, tying the all-time Major League record reached first by Pete Reiser in 1946. Rod topped the American League record of 6 by Ty Cobb in 1915 and by Bobby Roth in 1917.
Ron Peronowski's record-setting 31 saves as baseball's premier relief pitcher.
And Jim Perry and Dave Boswell winning 20 games each for the first time.
Yes, it was a great year for Martin's Marauders.
Now the pitch is hit high in the air to left center field. Back goes Buford way back, and it is out of reach. Grand slam for Reed.
Pitch swung on. There it goes. Oh, he hit that one way back.
Carew is going to try. Here comes the throw to the plate. He is safe. He's safe.
Here he comes home. The throw is high and outside, and he slides across.